When the Indiana Pacers and Golden State Warriors meet, anticipation is always high. These two teams have built a reputation for delivering electrifying games, with passionate fan bases on both sides filling the arenas with energy and excitement. Every matchup between them is circled on the calendar, promising highlight reel moments and fierce competition. But tonight the story is different. The usual buzz is tinged with uncertainty, as fans and analysts alike wonder how the absence of key players will shape the outcome. The arena feels a little quieter, the spotlight shifting away from the familiar faces who usually dominate the headlines. Both teams are missing their brightest stars, turning a marquee matchup into a test of depth and resilience. The absence of household names means the supporting cast must step up, and the pressure is on for those who usually play in the shadows to seize their moment. The Pacers, desperate to snap a three-game skid, face the Warriors, who are also struggling to find their rhythm. Both teams are searching for answers, hoping to rediscover their identity and build momentum as the season grinds on. The stakes are high, even if the stars are missing. With injury reports stacked, the game becomes less about star power and more about survival and opportunity. Every possession is a battle, and every minute on the court is a chance for someone new to make an impact. The sidelines are lined with players nursing injuries, a stark reminder of the physical toll of the NBA season. Coaches Rick Carlisle and Steve Kerr must dig deep into their benches and playbooks. Their experience and adaptability are put to the test as they search for the right combinations, drawing up plays for unfamiliar lineups and trusting their young players to execute under pressure. Every decision could tip the balance. For fans, it's a chance to see young players and reserves fight for their place in the league. These are the moments that can launch a career or change the trajectory of a season. The hunger and determination of these athletes are on full display, as they hustle for every loose ball and battle for every rebound. This is where unexpected heroes can emerge, making this depleted matchup compelling in its own right. The spotlight shifts, and new stories are written. Stories of perseverance, grit, and the relentless pursuit of victory, no matter the odds. Tonight, the NBA's marathon season is on full display, where adversity breeds opportunity. In a league defined by stars, it's the unsung players who remind us that every game is a chance for greatness, and every challenge is an invitation to rise above. The Pacers' injury list is staggering, one of the most severe in recent NBA memory. It's not just a few players nursing minor injuries, it's a full-blown crisis that's left the team scrambling for healthy bodies. The sheer number of absences has forced the coaching staff to rethink every aspect of their game plan, from rotations to defensive schemes. 9 players are out, including nearly their entire core from last season's finals run. The locker room, once filled with familiar faces and veteran leadership, now feels almost unrecognizable. The absence of so many key contributors has left a void that's impossible to ignore. Pascal Siakam, Andrew Nembhard, and Tyrese Haliburton headline the absentees, each of them a cornerstone of the Pacers' identity and success. Their leadership, scoring, and playmaking are irreplaceable, and their absence is felt on both ends of the floor. They're joined by key role players like Benedict Mathurin, Obi Toppin, and TJ McConnell, athletes who bring energy, hustle, and crucial minutes off the bench. Without them, the Pacers lose not just talent, but the chemistry and grit that defined their playoff run. Even backups and G League call-ups like Quentin Jackson, Johnny Furphy, and Cam Jones are sidelined. The injury bug hasn't spared anyone, leaving the team with a skeleton crew and little margin for error. The Pacers' medical staff has been working overtime, trying to get players healthy and back on the court. But with so many injuries piling up, recovery timelines are uncertain, and the pressure mounts with every passing game. Indiana is forced to rely on end-of-bench players and two-way contracts just to field a team. Players who might have seen only a handful of minutes all season are now thrust into the spotlight, expected to compete against the league's best. The Pacers' bench is now their starting lineup, a daunting prospect for any NBA squad. Every night, new faces are introduced as starters, and the team must quickly adapt to unfamiliar lineups and roles. This is a trial by fire for young athletes thrust into unexpected roles. For many, it's their first real taste of NBA pressure, and the learning curve is steep. While it's a huge opportunity for them to showcase their abilities, the challenge is immense. Every possession, every defensive assignment, every shot carries extra weight when the margin for error is razor thin. The team's depth and resolve are being tested like never before. Coaches are searching for answers, players are digging deep, and the entire organization is rallying to stay competitive. Tonight, Indiana's resilience will be on full display. Against all odds, the Pacers are determined to fight, to compete, and to prove that no matter who's on the floor, their spirit remains unbreakable. Pascal Siakam's absence isn't due to injury, but a strategic rest on the second night of a back-to-back. Siakam has been Indiana's engine, averaging over 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. With the team's record poor and injuries mounting, the Pacers are prioritizing his long-term health. Resting Siakam now, especially with so many teammates out, is a pragmatic move. The Pacers' chances tonight were slim even with him, so risking their star made little sense. His absence leaves a massive void in scoring and leadership. For Siakam, it's a rare night off after carrying the team all season. The decision underscores the modern NBA's cautious approach to player management. Without him, the Pacers' task becomes exponentially harder. Andrew Nesmith's absence is the result of a hard fall and a right forearm contusion suffered last night against Denver. Despite the injury, Nesmith finished the game with 25 points, showing remarkable grit. His toughness has made him a fan favorite and a core part of the Pacers' identity. Tonight, the severity of his injury keeps him out for the first time this season. Losing Nesmith, the team's second leading scorer alongside Siakam, creates a huge offensive void. The Pacers will miss his energy, shooting, and defensive versatility. Nesmith's courage is admirable, but his absence is a painful reminder of the NBA's physical toll. The contrast between this Pacers team and last season's final squad is stark. 7 of the top 8 scorers from that magical run are out tonight. Only Andrew Nembhard remains from the core, now thrust into a leadership role. The rest of the rotation is sidelined, leaving Indiana with a patchwork lineup. This level of depletion is almost unprecedented in the NBA. The Pacers' season has shifted from building on success to simply surviving. The memory of their finals run is now a reminder of how quickly fortunes can change. Tonight, Indiana's challenge is not just about winning, but enduring. Their resilience will be tested to the limit. The Warriors aren't at full strength either. Stephen Curry is out for a third straight game with illness. Without Curry, Golden State's offense loses its spark and gravity. De'Anthony Melton remains sidelined, and Al Horford is questionable with a foot strain. These absences force the Warriors to adjust their game plan and rely on veterans like Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. The team's depth will be tested, especially with a tough schedule ahead. Playing a depleted Pacers squad should be an advantage, but nothing is guaranteed without their superstar. The pressure is on the supporting cast to deliver at home. Golden State must prove it can win without Curry leading the charge. Tonight, the Warriors' identity beyond their stars will be on display. Andrew Nembhard is the lone active link to last year's Pacers finals team. Cleared to play after a shoulder injury, he's now the de facto leader and primary playmaker. Nembhard's poise and basketball IQ will be crucial as he orchestrates an offense of mostly untested players. He must balance scoring, facilitating, and leadership, all while regaining his own rhythm. The coaching staff will lean heavily on him to provide structure and stability. This is a defining opportunity for Nembhard to showcase his growth and leadership. If he can guide this group to a competitive performance, it will speak volumes about his maturity. The weight of the team is on his shoulders tonight. How he responds will be a key storyline in this unusual contest. With so many stars out of the lineup tonight, the atmosphere in the arena feels different. The usual buzz that comes with marquee matchups is replaced by a sense of uncertainty and anticipation. Fans are left wondering who will step up, and which unexpected heroes might emerge from the shadows. Instead of a high-flying, high-scoring showcase, tonight's game will be a gritty battle of attrition. Every possession will matter, and both teams will have to fight for every point. Expect a physical contest, with players diving on the floor, battling for loose balls, and grinding out every opportunity. With so many regulars sidelined, expect to see end-of-bench players and G-League call-ups getting significant minutes. For many of these athletes, this is the biggest opportunity of their careers, a chance to prove they belong on this stage. These young and hungry players will be fighting for their NBA futures, playing with a sense of urgency and determination that can electrify the game, even if the names aren't familiar. The Pacers, missing key playmakers, will simplify their offense and rely heavily on hustle and teamwork. Expect to see more basic sets, quick ball movement, and a focus on outworking their opponents. They'll try to generate easy baskets through sheer effort, pushing the pace off turnovers, crashing the boards, and capitalizing on every defensive stop. Defensively, the Pacers will need relentless energy, swarming the ball and making up for their lack of experience with pure effort. Communication will be key, as players must constantly talk, switch, and help each other to avoid breakdowns and cover for each other's mistakes. Golden State, despite dealing with their own injuries, still holds a clear talent edge. Their roster, even depleted, features players with championship experience and a winning mentality. The Warriors will look to their veterans to steady the ship, control the tempo, and make smart decisions in crucial moments. Expect the experienced players to mentor the younger ones, offering guidance and encouragement both on the court and from the bench. The Warriors must avoid complacency, knowing that underestimating a desperate Pacers squad could be costly. Coaches will stress focus and intensity, reminding the team that every game matters. The Pacers, with nothing to lose, can be especially dangerous. Their hunger and determination could lead to surprising runs and emotional moments. The pace of the game may be slower than usual, with both teams feeling out new lineups and searching for chemistry. Don't be surprised if the scoreboard reflects a defensive struggle rather than an offensive explosion. Chemistry will be a work in progress, with unfamiliar lineups and players learning to trust each other on the fly. While the game may lack the star power fans are used to, it offers something different, a raw, unfiltered look at the heart of the sport. What tonight's contest lacks in big names, it could more than make up for in heart, hustle, and the pure will to win. It's a unique chance to see the depth of both organizations tested, as coaches dig deep into their benches and give new faces a shot at glory. Tonight, unfamiliar faces will have the spotlight, and for some, it could be the beginning of a memorable NBA journey. Beyond the final score, tonight is about resilience and seizing opportunity. For the Pacers, this stretch tests their character and offers young players invaluable experience. G League and bench players now get meaningful NBA minutes, an audition for their futures. For the Warriors, playing without Curry forces others to step up and helps build a more versatile team identity. Both teams are learning to adapt, experiment, and grow through adversity. This matchup is a testament to the NBA's next man up mentality. While stars are missed, the hunger and determination of those on the court will define the night. In adversity, new stories and heroes are born.